President Xi's an incredible guy. Got along, made a lot of great trade deals, including over 200 planes for Boeing with a promise of 750 planes. We didn't discuss tariffs. I mean, they're paying tariffs. They're paying substantial tariffs, but we didn't discuss.
So here's the latest this morning. Tariffs failing to make the agenda during a summit between President Donald Trump and Chinese leader Xi Jinping. President Trump offering more details of the talks as he returns to Washington from Beijing. Annmarie has more. Annmarie, some intriguing comments on a range of issues. Let's start with Taiwan. What did you make of what the president had to say in the last hour?
Well, the president definitely wanted to make sure he was socializing the issue of Taiwan in a very delicate manner, but he really pulled back the curtain and brought reporters into the discussions. He said that, of course, it came up. He was asked about the 6 assurances from President Ronald Reagan in 1982 that you would not consult China in regards to arms sales to Taiwan. He said, 1982 was a long way away. She wanted to talk about what am I supposed to do? Not engage. And he said, though, when he was asked, would the United States defend Taiwan? And he said he's the only person meeting him, President Donald Trump, that knows that. And he said he was asked about it today as well by Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping asked him, would you defend Taiwan? And he said he will, in the coming days, make a decision about the arms sales, that $14 billion package that's been in the docket that was not approved before this trip. He said he'll be making that decision in the coming days. So that is something we should be on the lookout for. But he said, who wants a war right now, 9,500 miles away?
Annmarie, the Chinese leader is a dictator. The U.S. leader is accountable to the electorate in the U.S. and in Washington, D.C. I imagine there's members of Congress who have their own thoughts about what should happen here. What is the president going to arrive back to in Washington, given this exchange?
Well, Jonathan, before the president left Washington for this trip, he got a letter from a number of senators, Democrats and Republicans, that wanted him to move ahead quickly on the $14 billion package that's waiting in the wings when it comes to the arms sale to Taiwan. We should note it is not unprecedented for former presidents as well to not immediately clear an arms package ahead of a big trip with the Chinese leader. You don't want to really mess with the imbalance of how this trip, potentially some of the deliverables you want to get out of this trip. It's a very sensitive, delicate issue. So that is not unprecedented. What is going to be interesting, as you note, is what kind of pressure the president gets when he lands in Washington, D.C., based off this exchange, given the fact that clearly Xi Jinping made Taiwan their red line. I go back to what happened yesterday. The meeting wasn't even over, and what we had from the Chinese readout was that Taiwan needs to be handled appropriately, and if mishandled, that could lead to conflict and a dangerous situation between Washington and Beijing.